borrow some pants.
What about your daughter?
What is she, about a 14-inch waist?
Listen, you're a father now. You don't even hesitate for a second before you do something dangerous?
This is what we do. I remember one time when you tied yourself to a telephone pole during a tornado. What happened to that girl?
You got her pregnant. Listen, when somebody has a child, they usually stop doing reckless things because it's selfish.
Does a fireman stop running into burning buildings just because he has a child?
You're not a fireman. You're a guy who reads the news in shorts that might have fit in high school. By the way, don't tell me that you're going down there to help those poor hostages. You're going down there to pump up your ego.
All right, just because you gave up being a real news person doesn't mean I have.
Oh my, okay, you know what? Fine, go down there, be a big hero. Hope you get shot.
Fine.
Chuck, if there's anything you need.
I need your pants.
Ooh, no can do. I'm going cowboy today, and I do not need another grievance from HR.
Hey, Curtis, come on, you gotta take one for the team. I need to borrow your pants. All right. Oh my God, what is it? Cowboy Friday?
We're going to be breaking into programming in 2 minutes. I'm going to be coordinating everything from the control room. Oh, God, I've never handled a big crisis like this before. It'll be fine. Oh, this isn't good. What? I'm too scared to sweat. My God, I'm scared sweatless.
Okay, here we go. I hope Chuck knows what he's doing.
He'll be fine.
I don't know, guy with a gun, it could get pretty hairy.
It's not going to. Don't even put that out there. Nothing's going to happen to him.
Okay, fine, relax.
I'm sorry, Marsh. It's just... I'm regretting what I said to him just before he went in. It's kind of inappropriate.
Oh, I get it. Kind of like, if you get out of that bank alive, I'll let you take a run at my night deposit box.
No, Marsh.
If you get that gunman's hands in the air, I'll do the same thing with my feet. Hey, not bad, right?
No, Marsh. It was nothing like that. I said I hope he gets shot.
My God, don't you have a filter?
Kelly, Marsh, we're going live in 30 seconds. Marty, I need you to give me a graphic that says breaking news, and I want you to spin it and turn it into hostage watch. Freddie, play me something dramatic. Not that. That. Kelly, Marsh, you're gonna have 20 seconds and you're gonna throw it to Gary. Gary, you're gonna throw it to Captain Dave in the chopper. Gary, can you hear me?
Yeah, right here.
Kelly's gonna do a quick intro and then toss it to you. And Gary, do me a favor, try to loosen up a little bit when you're on camera.
What does that mean?
We did some testing and people say you have a tendency to be a little stiff.
I'm stiff?
Pigeons have landed on you. Okay, people, we're live in 5, 4, 3. The kid's back. Good afternoon. Several people are being held hostage at the downtown Pittsburgh Mutual Bank, and the hostage taker has demanded that our own Chuck Darling act as intermediary. Coincidentally, News 9 sports anchor Marsh McGinley has been a longtime patron of the bank. Marsh, what can you tell us about the physical layout?
Not much, Kelly. I usually use the drive-through. I would go inside, but the place has absolutely no parking.
Well, Marsh, are there some elevated positions near the bank where the police could get a look at what's happening inside?
Well, an excellent vantage point would be the parking garage directly across the street, which is $2 each half hour, but I'm sorry, I'm not made of money.
Gary Shashwovsky is live at the scene. What's happening, Gary?
It's pretty tense here, Kelly. Police say the gunman walked into the bank at around 3:40, much as I'm walking now. Now, whether he ran in or casually sauntered trying to blend in is anyone's guess, but one thing's clear. He's in there, and he's got a gun.
And what about Chuck Darling? Is there any way we can talk to him? Say one last thing before he goes inside?
Chuck, can you tell us how you're feeling as you head in? Are you scared?
Gary, I'm not scared, and I'll tell you why. This gunman asked for me because he knows I have integrity. What does scare me is what might happen if I weren't here. Mrs. Darling? I guess it's go time.
Kelly, follow me over here and we'll get an exclusive Channel 9 look at how Chuck is being prepped by the police.
Get that camera out of here now!
We're gonna back up now, Kelly, and tell you a little bit more about the building itself.
Okay, sir. I want you to fully understand the danger. Even though you're wearing this bulletproof vest, you could walk in there and he could shoot you in the head. I appreciate your concern, officer, but this guy's obviously a fan who respects my integrity. Sometimes these people specifically ask for someone just so they can kill them. I did not know that.
It looks like Chuck Darling is about to enter the bank and hopefully negotiate the release of the hostages. This is definitely a tense situation. Let's check back with Gary Shashwovsky. Gary?
Kelly, Marsh, the tension is building. Police are everywhere. They've cleared the public out of the building next door, including a fairly crowded restaurant.
That would actually be a Korean bakery, Kelly, and if their cupcakes don't put a smile on your face, watching them try to say lemon tart certainly will.
Thank you, Marsh.
They say it like ramen tart.
Okay, that's offensive. Rudy, type up an apology from Marge to read.
Let's go up to Captain Dave and use Chopper and I for a look at the scene from above. Captain Dave?
And clear. Kelly, stand by.
Brian, can you patch me through to Gary? I need to talk to Chuck before he goes inside there.
Gary can get to Chuck. Kelly needs to speak to him. She says it's important.
Hold on, he's just about to go in. Chuck, Kelly says she needs to talk to you. Got it, busy. I know, she says it's important. Yes?
Chuck, I was just mad before. I don't want you to get shot.
I know, it's fine. Listen, if something does happen to me, please tell Grace.
Donnie, we gotta go.
They're calling me.
Be safe. I don't want anything to happen to you. You know I love you.
Yeah, I gotta go.
As the father of my child. I didn't mean it the way it sounded. Chuck? It's gone. No, because I didn't mean it the way that sounded. I was just saying it like how friends say it. Like, I love you, man. In fact, I was going to add man before he cut me off.
I never heard you say man that way.
Seriously? What are you, tripping, man? There he is. We can see Chuck Darling going into the building to meet with the gunman. This is a very tense moment, ladies and gentlemen. Anything could happen.
Hello? Here I am. As per your request.
Who are you?
Chuck Darling.
You're not Chuck Darling.
I most certainly am.
I wanted Chuck Darling from Channel 3.
I'm from Channel 9. Channel 3 is Chad Brackett.
Chad Brackett! That's who I wanted.
For those of you just tuning in, a gunman has taken hostages at the downtown Pittsburgh Mutual Bank, and our Chuck Darling is inside the building attempting to negotiate the release of those hostages. Gary Szyszewski, can you tell us what's happening?
Kelly, we're in a holding pattern here. No movement whatsoever. The tension's so thick you can cut it. Look, I'm sorry there was some confusion, but I'm here now. Let's try to resolve this thing together. What is it you want?
I want Chad Brackett.
He's not available.
I saw him out the window. Go get him.
No! Go get him! No! You can shoot me if you want to, but I won't do it.
Why the hell not?
Because I made a big show about being the one you wanted, and I will not go out there and humiliate myself. You happy?
Not particularly. My whole life's collapsing around me, and I haven't slept in 3 days.
Where are the hostages?
Locked up in the break room, and that's where you're going. Come on, let's go.
Oh, this is terrific.
Oh, you're having a bad day. I'm sorry about
I'm
that.
sorry. It happens to be my first bank robbery.
This ain't a bank robbery. These bastards are trying to take my house, and I want the whole world to know about it, and that's why I want Chuck Darling, Chad Brackett. Why does that keep happening?
Listen, I could tell your story.
No.
Then what is your plan?
I don't have a plan. I got pissed. I grabbed the security guard's gun and said I'd shoot someone every 15 minutes. Hey, what time you got?
You know, mine's running fast. Listen, I don't want to be pushy, but please, don't shoot anyone.
I don't know. People say my problem is I don't follow through with things. That and meth. Who the hell is that?
Look, I gotta tell you what, I'll just turn off the ringer, okay? It's my daughter. Sometimes she calls me after school.
Yeah.
Okay, I tell you what. I'm gonna go out and get Chad Brackett, it's fine.
No. I like you now.
Graphics, I want a running clock on how long Chuck has been in the bank.
It's your landlord.
Kelly, in 5 seconds, you're gonna toss it to Susan for a report on bank security. Stupak, you're paying for me to move my furniture, you're putting me up in a hotel, I'm parking my bike for free, and watch your tone. Okay, Mom, listen up. I'm not coming over this weekend. You're not calling me Bear Bear anymore. And stop making your famous lasagna. Nobody likes it. I'm gonna regret that.
I see you're married. She must be worried about you.
Nah, she's overseas. She's in the Air Force. But we're separated anyway, so...
What happened?
We wanted different things. She wanted 2 dogs and a white picket fence. I wanted 1 dog and some meth.
Okay. Did it ever occur to you that part of your problem might stem from your affinity for meth?
Oh, you think? You think I'm all right? You think I'm messing around? Don't take my house away! Then I'll be all right! Then I'll be all right! Get over here.
I think I can help you save your house. Yeah, right. Please, just sit down and listen to me for 1 minute, please. Okay. Last week, I did a series on mortgages.
I don't know. Sounds kind of dull.
All right, I'll tell you what, just try to stay with me here. In my series, I cover the Service Members Civil Relief Act. It applies to military personnel who had a mortgage before they enlisted or before they were called up to active duty. The Act limits the amount of interest that may be charged on mortgages incurred by service members or their spouses. Mortgage lenders must reduce the interest rate to no more than 6% per year during the period of active military service and must recalculate the payments to reflect the lower rate. Well, I thought it was interesting.
What happened? Did you karate chop me?
Yes. Yes, I did.
As you have just heard, we have reports of shots fired. We don't know who, if anyone, was hit. All we can do is hope and pray that everyone inside, including our good friend and colleague Chuck Darling, is okay.
Here, Kelly. It's not often that a news story hits this close to home for us. But no matter what happens, this reporter wants to say that Chuck Darling is a hero, as are the proud and noble men and women of the Korean community.
Let's check back with Gary Shashwovsky. Gary?
Okay, we're still waiting for some word, any sign that things are all right. There it is! There's Chuck Darling. There are all the hostages. They are all smiling and appear to be okay.
All right! Tell us what happened in there.
Well, that is certainly good news. Gary?
Before we send it to Gary, Kelly, I've just been notified that due to police barricades, Claremont Avenue is completely closed. So whatever your travel plans, avoid Claremont. Go ahead, Gary.